This is the SANAT Kumara. Welcome and blessings to everyone listening to my most important message of 2022. I'm an advanced Deva being from Venus who serves Earth's soul, Songkriet, as the chief operating officer of the planet, and all life who calls Earth home or is here to help with the permanent expansion of consciousness. My responsibility is to orchestrate, oversee, and implement the plans for the spiritual evolution of this planet according to the divine plan of this cosmos. My whole being is located at Shambala, the evolutionary control center of planet Earth. I speak to you through Dr. Martina Violetta Jung. I have walked into Martina's incarnated aspect, body and energy system permanently and have taken over control of her for 85%. With her own soul's guidance still in place but reduced to 15%. Due to her, I have a foothold, an actual presence in the dense physical with all of you now, and can provide you with direct, most accurate and up-to-date information in the form of spoken, written and painted messages. Today, I'm delighted to inform you about the start of the Spiritual Digital University of Earth as of 2023. And I would also like to answer the question that you have asked the most. How can I be of service now? First, let me explain to you what the Spiritual Digital University of Earth is about by going through each of the 4 words one by one. Planet Earth is a multidimensional living being, interwoven with our solar system, our galaxy, and the whole cosmos. The great being Songkriet gives Earth life with its soul and 5 kingdoms that call Earth home today. The human kingdom, the Deva, also called angelic kingdom, the plant and mineral kingdom, the animal kingdom, and as of 2021 once again the Conriend or plant kingdom. All of them work tirelessly together to achieve Earth's purpose, and that is to become the spiritual university planet of our galaxy, the Milky Way, by the end of this century. Put into different words, Earth will become a communication bridge for spiritual learning, exchange and meeting within our galaxy for all living in the 3rd and 4th dimension. That means dense physical and the etheric plane. In order to fulfill this purpose, this mission, Earth has to become a hospitable and welcoming place. As a first step, we have to achieve the unity of all life on and inside of Earth itself. Only then we can welcome our guests from abroad properly. All the visitors that come here to learn, exchange experiences, and blossom in our environment together with us. This is what Earth and all who call it home are here for. This is one important aspect of expressing divine unity. The purpose, the creator, the creatress, or by whatever name you would like to call it, have given the planet, and all who are here now agreed on soul level to contribute to. This is one of the 2 reasons why you have incarnated in the dense physical of planet Earth. The second reason is personal learning. Earth's Spiritual Digital University has the purpose to prepare roughly 25% of Earth's human population to help all others to become aware of who they are and what the purpose of planet Earth is, to which all agreed to contribute in their soul contract prior to this incarnation. Earth's Spiritual Digital University is starting its service in January 2023 for the enablers, the way showers, the healers, the bridge builders, the inventors, the reformers, the leaders of the new Earth from all walks of life, all nationalities, profession, and whatever distinction you might think of. You are all of equal importance and equally dear to me. You are all part of it, and each day in your life counts. The Spiritual Digital University of Earth is meant to be your university, your place to receive up-to-date teachings and guidance, to achieve direct telepathic soul contact, connect with your guides in higher dimensions, and be trained for direct interaction with all other beings from the other kingdoms serving the purpose of our lovely blue planet. You will find guidance to communicate telepathically with your soul, with the master teachers, nature beings, such as your body deva. Yes, each of you has one, but also with animals and trees, just to give you a few more examples. That might seem far away, but it isn't. Sure, Earth, as you know it today, is in turmoil and far away from the unity of all life it could express. Much needs to be healed, redirected, reinvented, or introduced for the first time. We are here to do that together with you. You form part of a large puzzle of all who are here to make it happen. The old, third-dimensional worldview of separation and selfishness is shaken up due to the shift in frequency range Earth and with it all life is going through. Between 2012 and 2032, the Earth's frequency range moves from the third through the fifth dimension, and all humans will become able to access the higher parts of their own being, but also access further dimensions of Earth itself, as well as master teachers, nature beings, and Earth's allies from elsewhere. Together we can achieve this mighty task for the benefit of all. On to the second word, spiritual. When using the word spiritual, we talk about the core, the essence of your existence in all dimensions, in all frequency ranges and modes. Living a spiritual life means to unfold the whole of your being towards the unity of the divine. Thus, a spiritual person is someone who embraces her, his, or its total being and that of all other life around for the benefit of all existence. Today, the vast majority of people are ill, physically, mentally, and spiritually. Physical illness is caused by toxic conditions, infectious diseases, and accidents. Mental illness is caused by emotional inharmonies, such as fear, anger, worry, anxiety, greed, hatred, and many other emotions you know. Spiritual illness is caused by the ignorance of one's true nature, being ignorant of being a divine being that just has an experience in a body in the dense physical. This spiritual illness is what we are here for to cure. We can cure your spiritual illness and have you in full direct contact with your soul so that you can learn about your soul's mission and accept higher guidance that comes with it. An owner of a company who is soul-guided will not create a toxic environment by his or her products and services. A political leader in direct soul contact will not cause harm to others. You get what I want to say, don't you? With each of you listening and achieving direct soul communication and guidance from one or more Shambala beings, planet Earth will be on track again to fulfill its purpose. On to the third word, digital. Digital means we use electronic ways of communication, providing teachings, energy healings, music, and building community. We will use e-books, online videos, films, podcasts, chants, songs, and tools to build community. With the advancement of artificial intelligence, you can also expect huge leaps in the technical possibilities that are there for us, and they will increase every 5 years starting as of 2025. Earth, as you perceive it with your 5 senses, is vast and different wherever you go. 8 billion people are incarnated now, and the number is growing. All are of equal importance to me, and I will leave no one behind or have them wait for years or even decades until the university's information reaches them. Those of you living in affluent Western countries have options how to read, watch films and videos, listen to chants and music. Most people in other regions of this world don't. They have but one choice to receive the university's messages in time, and that is digitally. Equally important are the lower costs of offering the university services to all. Studying at Earth Spiritual Digital University will require you to read, listen to, and view information, but also to form groups in which you can exchange your experiences and learn from each other across the world. How does it feel to be guided by one's soul? How do master teachers show up in one's life? How is it like to start talking to animals? For all that, we need digital communication, whether by smartphone, tablet, or computer. I'm fully aware that some of you love and prefer a hard copy or paperback version of a story, of poetry, or even pictures when it comes to reading and looking at things. This is your personal preference, your comfort zone. Please keep in mind that printing on paper is only one way of providing information and never as valuable as the information itself. Humans first wrote messages on clay tiles, carved them in stones and bones, wrote on bamboo, papyrus and leather. Gutenberg's printing press is only 500 years old, and it only became a tool to help spread written information to many in the 19th century. The future will be more and more paperless and digital. This development also allows our university to fulfill its mission with the least possible ecological footprint and reach millions around the world in one click simultaneously. We will help all soul-guided people who work in providing digital equipment such as satellites, transmission towers, and receiving devices to make inventions that minimize the use of resources and reduce the effects of digital transmissions on living beings from Earth itself to the tiniest particle. Digital is the best possible option until we from Shambala can reach 25% of the world's population with telepathic messages and light language directly. Something we in Shambala look forward to, and so should you. Let's take a moment to remind you of how different and diverse the world of all is we are reaching out to with our messages. Let me take the example of a comparison between Russia and Indonesia and a few numbers on languages spoken by whom and where. Russia has a population of 147 million people spread over a territory of more than 17 million square kilometers. This makes it the largest country on Earth by far, nearly twice the size as countries such as Canada, the United States, and China. Russia's climate ranges from the steppes in the south through mid-humid continental in its European part, subarctic in Siberia, to tundra climate in the polar north. India, by contrast, is a nation spread over 17,000 islands in tropical climate. Indonesia has a population of 276 million people, spread over a territory of just 1.9 million square kilometers. Its main island, Java, is 128,300 square kilometers in size, and it alone is home to 148 million people. Java is 130 times smaller than Russia and is home to more people. But that is not all Earth's spiritual digital university has to take into account when looking at the two nations and the people who feel naturally attached to it. Native Russian-speaking people live in Russia, Belarus, and Kyrgyzstan. But you will also find 14.4 million in Ukraine, 5 million in Uzbekistan, 3.6 million in Kazakhstan, 3 million in Germany, 1.3 million in Israel, 1.2 million in the Baltic states, 665,000 in the United States, 153,000 in Canada, just to give you a few countries where people with native Russian tongue and feel live today. The official Indonesian language is Bahasa Indonesia. It is not only spoken in the country itself, but also in Taiwan, Hong Kong, Singapore, the Netherlands. Indonesian is one of the 3 languages taught in Australian schools. Roughly 67,000 people speak it in the United States, 100,000 in Saudi Arabia, 18,000 in Germany, and thousands more in Kuwait, New Zealand, the Philippines, Suriname, and Sweden. When it comes to the world language English, we have to take into account that it is not the language spoken by most native speakers. English is a starting point, but not a one-fits-all possibility. 7,100 languages are spoken on Earth, and those spoken by more than 100 million people are in descending order: Mandarin Chinese, Hindi, Spanish, English, French, Arabic, Bengali, Russian, Portuguese, Indonesian, Urdu, Japanese, German, and Punjabi. Let us look at Earth's population of 8 billion for a moment as well. In 2022, they distributed as follows: Asia, 4.65 billion. Africa, 1.4 billion. Europe, 745 million. North America, 504 million. South America, 438 million. Central America, 51 million. Oceania, 45 million. The Caribbean, 44 million. By the year 2050, just 28 years from now, the likelihood is that 80% of the world's population will live in Asia and Africa, as these regions are seeing the largest growth rates in population. I hope you understand by now why digital is the choice we in Shambala have made. We care about all people equally, and we intend to reach all of them as fast and as equally as we can. Now, on to the last word, university. Our spiritual university for the people of planet Earth will start off as an online platform, where teachings, guidance, and up-to-date information can be found. That includes illustrated stories, chants in light language as well as in geometric patterns, educational videos of the 5 kingdoms, films of all sorts, healing methods, experience reports of people who interacted with master teachers, nature beings, and of-earth allies for years already, as well as podcasts and a newsletter. Martina and I have agreed that the university will be financed by the proceeds of our e-booklet for the Ambassadors of Light and our Chronicles. Who will teach? Members of the Shambala Council of the 5 Kingdoms and myself, through incarnated women and men who have already reached the spiritual maturity level that allows us to walk into them. These are people who, after years and even decades of silent, selfless service and experience working directly with us in the dense physical and in higher dimensions, are experienced and humble enough to serve. It is not about them anymore, and their soul agrees to that. At this point in time, we have appointed 4 women living in 3 different countries and on 2 continents to form the initial faculty in 2023. They had a higher being representing a kingdom in Shambala walk into them, such as I have walked into Martina and Lord Maitreya has walked into Katarina Adari. You will learn the names of the 2 other women when their contributions are ready. Thus, it is the Shambhala Council members who teach through incarnate humans. This faculty will grow to 12 teachers in the foreseeable future, so that all kingdoms are represented equally. I, through Martina, will take the overall perspective of Earth and all life who calls Earth home. My colleagues will each cover their areas of responsibility and will decide together with their walk-ins what the proceeds of the activities will be used for. We in Shambala commit to taking care of the livelihood, needs and security of our walk-ins in the dense physical. Earth Spiritual Digital University will start in English and German as of January, and we will extend to the Russian language next, followed by Hindi. Our aim is to serve all major languages with more than 100 million native speakers as soon as possible. That will be one major milestone. To achieve it, we need people who join us. People who are native speakers in these languages, fluent in English and or German, who have gathered experience in direct telepathic communication with a higher being before. We know who you are, and once you have shown us your intentions by using the e-booklet for the Ambassadors of Light with your invocation, we are ready to get together. We will also need an expert to help Martina build the platform. We will also need a virtual assistant for Martina in building, running, and growing our university. The person needs to be fluent in German and English, and hopefully in 1 or 2 more languages, as well as located in the same time zone. Now, you may ask, what qualifies Martina besides her walk-in qualities for that task? In her former professional career, she has been the interim CEO of a logistics, warehousing, and maritime company with offices all over the former GUS countries and Asia. She has been the interim corporate human resources manager of a leading circular materials technology company with an extensive expertise in the fields of materials science, chemistry, and metallurgy, where she had to build a new team after a takeover of different company cultures and nationalities. Martina has received a legal education focusing on business at 2 German and 1 Chinese university and had years of practice as a business lawyer. She has also coached integration and leadership in complex multicultural settings and has years of experience as a member of supervisory boards as well as a trustee for a major company. In total, she has gathered relevant working experience in 28 countries around the world. We in Shambala are glad that she accepted our request to take the lead in building the university on top of her work as a contributor to teachings and the cosmic communication system. We will kick off our university in January by expanding the weekly podcasts in German and English by having master teachers Lord Maitreya, Joshua and Mother Mary speaking through Katarina Adari. We will also change the purpose of the newsletter sent out by Martina bi-monthly to registered readers of the Chronicles since 2021. It will remain bi-monthly, but pass on information about what is going on at the university, as well as the main station and the nature stations of the cosmic communication system. We intend to extend that to Russian and Hindi as well. All teachings of mine will be published by Martina Violetta Jung. That is a search word you can use next to the SANAT Kumara. This is all I want to reveal about the university today. More details will be shared in January. Now, on to your most frequently asked question. How can I be of service now? Currently, in 5 different ways. First and foremost, become an ambassador of light. Connect to your soul's direct guidance and invite master teachers, nature beings, Earth offers allies, and myself into your daily life and work. That is the most important service for yourself and Earth at the same time. Once you are connected, you have permanent access to your soul's mission, and we can guide you with our expanded consciousness. You can achieve this connection by yourself by using the e-booklet, the SANAT Kumara, affirmations, invocations, and insights for the Ambassadors of Light, or its German equivalent, spirituell geführt sein. If you find that difficult, due to disturbed or low vibrations of your energy system resulting from traumatic experiences, years of medication or eating meat, abuse of alcohol, drugs, nicotine, I suggest that you clean your system first or in parallel. Get rid of bad nutritional habits. Strive to eat fresh vegetables and fruits, if possible organic. Drink clean fresh water. Employ the help of energy healers. Should what keeps your body's energy field away from your soul and us not be overcome within a month of reading my booklet aloud 3 times a day, you may also employ the professional services of Katharina Adari to cleanse and rebuild your Merkaba, and let her then connect you with the guide from Shambala waiting to take care of you. Secondly, you can be of service yourself and all life who calls us home by studying, not merely reading, but carefully studying the first 2 volumes of the Chronicles of SANAT Kumara. Become an expert in them. Each time reading, you understand more. The stories and paintings communicate on 7 different levels of consciousness. The stories are supposed to be your companion for years as well. Thirdly, please serve the cause of Earth Spiritual Digital University by posting reviews of your experiences working with our publications on Amazon and further platforms, so that other people who are interested in expanding their consciousness to the highest possible level in the dense physical can build on your experience and find their own way to the university. This is linked to the 4th possibility to serve. Show your environment, your own environment, who you truly are. As long as you avoid showing the real spiritual you to avoid conflict or judgment to keep the peace, you are at war inside yourself, which has a damaging effect on your health, on your overall well-being, your soul connection and mission in this incarnation, and in consequence on Earth's development towards fulfilling its mission. Step out of your hiding, show the real you, and start building spiritual communities. Finally, I ask you to be of service by spreading this very message of mine to all people you know, be it in person or via social media. Millions are on their spiritual journey already, but they are not yet to admit to it openly. Help them. They need your service of making them aware of what is possible now and where to find help that reflects the unity of all life on our planet and beyond in all dimensions. If you muster up your courage, we can reach 1 million people by the end of this year, the 31st of December 2022, easily. So show me what you're made of and give Earth Spiritual Digital University the start it deserves. Martina and I will be back with the next podcast and YouTube message on the 13th of January 2023. We will welcome you at Earth Spiritual Digital University with more details. Tell you its name and way of working, as well as what to expect during 2023 more specifically. Until then, take the time Martina needs for having a good rest during the change of light until the 13th of December to listen to all my podcast and YouTube messages so far. Study the stories of the Chronicles and become an ambassador of light so that you will make the most of our university in 2023. This is all I want to tell to you today. Exciting and wonderful, isn't it? Be part of it. Expand your consciousness with us and let Earth become what it is supposed to be for the benefit of all. You're much loved, needed, welcome, and blessed. This is the SANAT Kumara.